A group of survivors, seeking refuge from the apocalyptic disaster, fled to an underground bunker. No one knew whether the world above was heaven or hell. Following the bunker government's order, they had survived here for over a century. The only thing they knew for certain was that the outside world was perpetually shrouded in toxic gas. Venturing out would undoubtedly lead to death. Thus, the bunker's administrators strictly prohibited any discussion about leaving. Violators would be sent directly to the surface. Despite this, every so often, someone would still attempt to leave the bunker. Without exception, they all succumbed to the poisonous gas outside. Jack, the underground world's sheriff, had always adhered to the taboo of not going out. However, on this day, he suddenly changed his mind. He entered the prison cell and locked himself inside, tossing the key aside. Turning around, he gazed at the screen on the wall which displayed the outside world. Lost in thought, Jack stared at a corpse. Then he spoke.
Should have done it 3 years ago, but I couldn't listen.
At this moment, his colleague John happened to walk by. Upon learning of Jack's intention to leave, John broke out in a cold sweat. He urged Jack not to do anything foolish, but Jack resolutely uttered those words.
I want to go out.
Knowing that going out meant certain death, why would Jack still do this? It seemed he had uncovered a secret within the bunker. 3 years ago, the bunker world implemented a birth plan. Couples wishing to have children had to apply a year in advance. Jack and his wife Annie had applied for 2 consecutive years without success. Finally, in the 3rd year, they were granted the right to procreate. This unexpected joy thrilled them. However, they never anticipated the disaster that would follow. That evening, as the couple dined in the cafeteria, everyone congratulated them. An elderly woman approached, asking Annie if she needed fertility counseling. Jack immediately declined, disliking others interrupting their meal. He shooed the old woman away. Before leaving, she uttered a perplexing statement.
Mrs. Becker, if you've an open mind, come see me. I wish you both the very best.
Which Jack and his wife brushed off. Later, they visited the infirmary. With the doctor's assistance, Annie's contraceptive device was quickly removed, allowing her to conceive normally. However, there was a time limit for conception. If Annie did not become pregnant within 342 days, her reproductive rights would be revoked. Initially, the couple was confident they would conceive soon, but as days passed, Annie showed no signs of pregnancy, causing them distress. Just the day before, the elderly woman sought out Annie again. This time, she didn't mention fertility counseling, but sincerely invited Annie to visit her home. Annie agreed without much thought. Little did she know that this conversation with the old woman had started the countdown to her life's end.